All right, everybody. How you doing? Welcome. This is the Joe's Project Live podcast slash daily vlog. Date for this Wednesday. Man, February 22nd, 2017. I'm just sitting here checking over some local news and weather, and then I came across the flooding that still continues in Northern California. I'm looking at this information on the Weather Channel right now. It says Northern California communities brace for more flooding. 14,000 flee. Oh my God. Inundated homes in San Jose. Uh, at least 8 dead in California floods. My gosh, man. Um, Again, this is off the Weather Channel thing here online. It says Northern California continues to deal with record flooding that has killed at least 8 people, forced some 14,000 residents from their inundated homes in San Jose, and shut down a major highway. US 101 was shut down in both directions Wednesday south of San Francisco as floodwaters covered the lanes. There is no word when the freeway will reopen, according to the Associated Press. Man, looks like it says a surge of water released from the Don Pedro Dam to the foothills east of Modesto is expected to reach overtop levels late Wednesday. My God. San Joaquin County Office of Emergency Services spokesman Tim, was that Daly? D-A-L-Y? Or maybe it's Daly or Daly? Daly? I don't know. Said the weather, said the water released from the Don Pedro is expected to reach its peak along a stretch near, where's that, Vernalis? Vernals? I don't know. That's already at dangerous levels, he says. He added that the water isn't expected to spill over the levees, but will likely increase pressure on them, causing possible breaks in any weak places. My gosh, man. Oh, my goodness. California just cannot seem to catch a break. Lord of mercy, man. My heart and prayers are with those people out there. And I got a buddy who also has his own show on YouTube, and I was listening to him last night, and I hope he's okay now. I sent him an invite to try to join, but maybe he can't. Maybe he don't have no power. I don't know. So I was just wanting to check in on him after seeing this stuff here, seeing how he was doing, and so I hope he's doing okay. Meanwhile, in South Carolina, it is 56 degrees, and with the high today will be 65. That's awesome. I can handle that. I can handle that. Let's see here. Let me go to my YouTube and see if we can get this going here. Open the chat box real quick and see what's happening. Hey, Center, what's up, man? Just on time for my lunch break, Center says. Cool, man. Uh, that's good, Center. Cool deal, man. Thanks for jumping on and listening, man. So let's see here. What else was I wanting to talk about? Oh, God. Um, if anybody knows me, they know that I drive a truck for a living. I drive, I'm home every night, and but still, it's a long day, long night, and it's hard to have any kind of uh, recreation or social life or anything of that nature. It's pretty tough, and so I work basically like a second shift. I go in about 2:30 in the afternoon, get off anywhere between, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It just all depends on how things go, traffic, any issues with the truck or anything like that. If everything goes well, we get down there to the destination, come back, and you're pretty much gone. You're looking at about anywhere from a 13 to 15 hour night, pretty much every night. Thursday, when Thursday gets here, which will be tomorrow, Thursday night or Thursday afternoon rather, I'll go in and I'll get off early Friday morning, come home, take a shower, grab a bite, go to bed, wake up Friday about 10:30 and about an hour and a half before now, you know what I'm saying? And the day, and then Saturday, and then I'm right back at it Sunday. But there was something that I saw on, now this was a while back. I just caught it yesterday, so I'm kind of behind on this here. But there's a bunch of big trucking companies out there. You got your big ones out there like JB Hunt, Schneider, Swift. Uh, hey, Daniel Hall, what's up, man? Those are your major trucking companies that you see. They pretty much, because they haul freight for so cheap, right? And and so something that I saw on YouTube the other night that I didn't know is that Swift is putting in driver cams in the windshield. And I was looking at some of the feedback on that, and them drivers are about, are having a fit, you know. Uh, so you're going to have a camera on the windshield that faces the road and also faces the driver. Now, I already know how this works because we have them where I work, and it's called Drive Cam. That's what it's called. And now, Swift, this news I'm looking at here was from November of 2015 that I just now pulled up. And so, of course, they've got them in their trucks by now. We got them in our trucks. What was it? I want to say probably, I don't know, summertime, I guess, last summer. And here's how the camera deal works with these cameras. If you drive for a company that has a camera in it, which I don't know if all of them are going to this or just a few of them or what. I have no idea. I know we did. Even the route trucks have cameras too. But if that truck makes a sudden movement or a hard braking, like if you have to step on the brakes real quick, real hard or whatever, if you have to swerve real hard left or hard right, that camera's going to trigger. It's going to trigger. That camera's going to come on. It's going to record so many seconds before the incident and so many seconds after. And then that's it. And there's a little light on that camera that if everything's good, that light is green. But if something happens and it records an incident, it's going to flash for so many seconds. Then it's going to go to red because that means it recorded an event. Okay, so so if you want to drive for a company, like a big company, going to be over the road, and if you don't want somebody looking over your shoulder, I mean, they can't watch you all the time with these cameras, but there's still something looking at you that, when I get on the exit ramp, when I leave the Savannah branch, and I'm going to get on the on ramp to get on the interstate, and I just turn, just a regular turn. I'm not doing nothing sudden, nothing, 8 out of 10 times that camera comes on because I see the light flashing, and I'm like, why is that camera coming on? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I was looking on here, I Googled cameras in Swift trucks, and it come up with this. Somebody put a response on here, and I guess Swift had screenshot it and put it on their site. You can tell it's from Facebook. Of course, they blurred out the guy's name and everything else, but this guy says, I'm just reading what he says, and it says, no one ain't putting no dash cam in my truck. I got my own, and that's plenty. Swift says they won't be able to look in on us, but that's all BS. If that happens, farewell, Swift. And this is what Swift Transportation had to say to this guy. We cannot look in on the driver, nor do we want to. The camera's memory card only holds 20 seconds of footage that continually writes over itself. The only footage given to Swift is the 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after it is triggered by the driver or by an event like hard braking or aggressive swerving. The recording is then recovered later. There are no real-time capabilities. May I ask why you wouldn't want this in your truck? And of course, that's all they put. They didn't put anything else. And what's up, Adam? Um, and so, so yeah. See, ours is set up to where, no, they can't look at you all the time, and they can't just pop in on there and look at you when they want to. That's what they claim. Uh, but ours is set up. I think it's 8 seconds before and 4 seconds after. I think that's how ours is set up. So it's like a total of 12 seconds. So Swift has a total of 20 seconds on their camera. So yeah, it sucks, man. Me personally, I hate the cameras. I don't like them. I don't like them at all, because it used to be you would you just go in there and drive the truck. Now you got something looking at you all the time, and if I just don't like it. But we all know why they're doing it. It's probably for some kind of insurance break or whatever, anything like that. Anyway, that's my rant about the cameras, which there ain't nothing I can do about it, because the company I work for, it's their equipment. They can put what they want in there. The only way around that is to either leave or go get my own truck. So, how's everybody doing out there? Thank you for jumping in. Senator Daniel Hall, Adam, and Lord, let me see here. I'm curious to know if the place I like to do business with has any of those new EVH guitars available yet. Not that I'm getting one. I'm just curious if they have them. Let me type in the address here. I think my son told me last night that he was looking on here and he saw that the Bumblebee Wolfgang model. Daniel Hall says, Joe, it's supposed to be for safety or accidents, but yes, they are intrusive. Oh, I know that, Mr. Daniel. Yeah, I know. But it's just, being a truck driver is all about having a little bit of freedom on the road, man. It's about, being out there on the road and not having somebody looking over your shoulder. That's why I drove a truck. That's why I decided to drive a truck. I didn't want to be in a warehouse or a cubicle or a forklift. I like being by myself and doing that, But I understand what you're saying. I mean, it is for safety. I understand that. But it looks like that's where a lot of these major companies are going that way. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, everybody's going that way, man. It's trucking ain't like it used to be. Come on, man. All these ads popping up on here. I don't want to see that stuff. Let's see. Okay, EVH, here we go. What do we got here on the EVH Wolfgang Special models? This computer is so slow. Joe, when are they changing your route? Adam says. Well, it's not that they change it. It's up to me. If at the end of the month, they have what they call bids, and when you have seniority, you can choose what run you want. So it'll be probably, I'm thinking, the end of this week, because is when they'll probably bid. So it'd be at the end of this week, yeah. So they're not changing it, but I'm going to come off that run in. It's just, well, last night was cool. Got in there. They actually had plenty of room to work with and all that stuff. And but ever since Sunday, it's been aggravating. I don't know. It's like they're putting stuff in the way on purpose. I don't know. You can't move in there. I'm like, my God, man. I understand that every now and again, but to put stuff in the way on purpose, that's crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, I think they're doing it just to screw with us drivers down there. Okay. They do have the Okay, they have the striped black and yellow Wolfgang Special, and of course the red, white, and black. The striped. But that's it right there. Those are the two they have, which we already, the red, white, and black's been out for a while. And we know Center's got one of those, but let's see what the black and yellow looks like. I like to call it the Bumblebee Wolfgang model. Yeah, that looks good, man. Looks pretty cool. And it is on this site. It is $1549.99. 12 payments of $129.17. Whew, my goodness. Let's see here. Daniel Hall says, yes, freedom, amen. They're doing it for cost breaks, but it's not right for you guys, definitely, Joe. But not everyone is honest like you. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, it's you're right. I mean, but the amazing thing is, man, I'll be totally honest with you. When they first put these cameras in, I figured we would lose some drivers. I really did. I figured we'd lose some drivers, but we haven't lost anybody yet. So, I don't know. Love the hoodies too, brother. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for looking at that. Yeah, if anybody wants interested in t-shirt, go to thejoewentzproject.com and scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see a highlighted sentence there. It says, t-shirts and stuff here. Just click on that. It takes you straight to my store. And I'm going to check another guitar out here on this site, a guitar that I used to have, and I sold it. Just wondering how much it is now. Let's see if it pops up here. Yep, there it is. Oh my golly. Whew. Now this guitar I'm looking at on this site here, I used to have this guitar, and it's the Fender Stevie Ray Vaughan model. And yeah, I used to have this guitar and I sold it. I don't know, man. I guess it's about 5 years ago, because I needed the money. When I got this guitar, it was what, 2001, maybe 2000, and it was $1350 when I got this guitar. And back then they only offered 5 payments. This particular company, I'm looking on their website here. Now they're offering 12 payments, 8 payments, or 1 payment. Back then they had just broke out with the 5 payment plan, and I was like, oh, that's fantastic, So anything over 3 payments, they have to check your credit. And I knew then. I said, oh, I'm dead in the water now, So, but I've been doing business with them for a long time, so they approved me. I got the guitar, had it for a long time, and up until about 5 years ago, I sold it on Craigslist. Sold it for, what was it? It's like $750. Yeah, $750, and it was crazy, man. I sold it, got the money, and had to put a majority of it towards bills. Was behind on some stuff, and then of course, right when I did that, the little bit of money I had left, I had to. My battery went dead in my pickup truck, and the serpentine belt broke, so I had to replace those 2 things, and those aren't cheap. And so there went the pocket money. It was gone. But anyway, now the SRV model goes for $1699.99. And it's actually came down, because when I checked on it about a year or 2 ago, it was actually over $2,000. So it just makes me wonder if they've changed anything, or if it, you know what I'm saying, or is it still everything the same the way it was when I got one in the early 2000s? Because the reason I say that, I would hope not for that kind of money. Oh, by the way, it's 12 payments of $141.67. Like, whew. But they I had a Joe Satriani model, JS100, like one of his first models that he put out. And of course, he puts out a new model every year with Ibanez, which they're really cool guitars. They're just really expensive. And so I had a JS100, Actually, I got it off eBay long time ago. Great condition, man. Great guitar. I had it, and then a few years ago, I sold it on eBay, and I missed it. And I went on this site here, AmericanMusical.com, and ordered another one. And I said, I missed that Joe Satriani guitar, man. It played so good. I used it live a bunch of times. Fantastic guitar. So I ordered a new one, same color, like a candy apple red. Came with a case. Isn't that weird how when you order an Ibanez guitar, and in some cases a Fender, and you get it, but some guitars you don't, like the Wolfgang Specials and stuff, you don't get a case. That's crazy. Anyway, so I ordered a new JS100. Came in the mail, got delivered, picked it up out of the case. First thing I noticed was the fret edges were sharp. They were, they need to be filed down. I was like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it. And I could tell something was different. And the tremolo was a little bit different. The tremolo arm on the first JS100 I got on the Floyd Rose, the arm actually screwed in, like you do on the Wolfgang Specials, Now they went from that to where it's just a pop-in arm. You just pop it in. My son had a tremolo with that, and the arm actually broke, and the part that broke was stuck down in there in the where you insert the whammy bar, and he had to get something to pop that out, and he just had to get a new bar, but still, that's crazy, So they had changed the Floyd Rose a little bit, and they changed that bar, and the fret edges were sharp, and the pickups were really weak. It's just I was disappointed, man. I was like, man, so they must be making it in another place somewhere, I don't know, another warehouse or whatever, factory. I was disappointed in the way that was made. Let's see here. Let's look at some comments in the chat box. Joe, they do the payment for bad credit only because of disability. Excuse me. Never fails, Joe Daniel says. Rick Smith. Hello, Mr. Rick. How are you, sir? Thanks for jumping on, man. Yeah, well, see, the thing with American Musical, and the reason I talk about them sometimes is because I've been doing business with them for, I know, at least 20 years. And so this is the one place I can say that I have actual excellent credit, because I've always paid my payments on time and all that stuff when it comes to guitars and musical equipment. I mean, come on, us musicians, we got to have somewhere we can go to revisit, and you want to keep that on a good level. You never know when you need a new piece of gear, or if something breaks, or something, or you, like in my case, I sold a couple of guitars and I wanted to get those back. Excuse me for a second. And so I get on here and get them. But yeah, the payments are for anybody. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit or not, because now, yes, they do, Daniel. Like I said, if it's over 3 payments, yeah, they do check your credit. Absolutely, that's correct. But I've been buying from here for so long, I don't even have to talk to anybody anymore. I can I could just get on there and say, well, I want to get this new black and yellow Wolfgang Special. Click on it, submit it, and it's like, I get a confirmation like within just a few seconds, and then the next day it says your item has been shipped. And then that's when it gets delivered, and that's when it's about time the 357 gets broke out and you get shot. So so, but no, really, it's I love this place. SRV model. I'm looking at pictures of it right now. It's a beautiful guitar. I really like the guitar, but I don't know. It's got those Texas special pickups in it, and I love the blues and all that stuff, but I'm not that deep into blues, if that makes any sense. I like it, I like SRV and all that, but the pickups on this guitar, they're not real strong. I was like, huh? I thought they'd be a lot stronger than what they were. I guess they're good for, what they are for blues and stuff, but I like to have a little bit more kick, if that makes any sense. Um, so, I went ahead and just got another Fender Strat that looks just like this. I mean, it's the same color scheme, everything, except it doesn't say SRV on it. So, yeah, I got it, what, a couple years ago. So to me, that took the place of the SRV. It's the same thing. No, it's not made in USA, but it's close enough. It works for me. But this guitar is SRV model 1699. Wow. Have any of y'all had an SRV model before? I had it for a long time. I didn't really play it that much. Like I said, it was, I guess I'm more of a rock kind of, I don't know. It's been so long since I played it, but I do remember the pickups not being as strong as I had hoped. I mean, I got a couple other Fender Strat. I got one hanging on a wall mount right here, and the pickups are hotter than what was in that SRV model. I mean, it's still single coils, and they were hotter than that, just stock. Daniel says, "Yes, I'm married too." Yeah. Oh yeah, man. There's just no better feeling in the world when you get a new guitar coming to you in the mail. That's just I've had people ask me that. How many guitars you got? And I don't even know right now. I don't know. I know it's in the 20s, low mid 20 range. And people say, well, why do you have so many guitars? I mean, why? Because, man, every guitar is different. It's not, and a guitar player understands this. A person who doesn't play music or doesn't play guitar, they don't get it. And I understand that too. It's like somebody that likes to paint, and they have all these different things uh, to do painting with, and I wouldn't understand why they have that or why they spent this amount of money for this or that. I mean, I wouldn't know. So I can understand, but but having different guitars, it's like each guitar has its own personality, so to speak, in my opinion. It just has its own character. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It just is made out of different woods, and different tones are going to come from that. And then so when I would get a new guitar, it was like Christmas morning. That feeling when you was a kid and you would sneak downstairs or whatever and look under the tree and you see all your toys or whatever and you're like, oh man, that's just the feeling I would always get. it's just it's just a cool feeling. I mean, and plus and it always seems like when you get a new guitar, you can write a new song. Like, this inspiration comes from nowhere. It just pops up and you can write a new song. It's just amazing. I love that. But Senator says, yeah, I'm done with guitar buying. No, you're not, Senator. We know better than that. Yes, Daniel says, yeah, right, Senator. Senator, you ain't fooling nobody, man. Who you think you fooling? We know how you do, bro. He says he's selling the last two here locally. Just waiting for my... Oh, okay. Okay, should it be finished? Okay, cool, man. Rick Smith says, yes, sir, Joe. Yeah, man, it's I couldn't tell you how many I have right now. I don't know. Just right here that I'm looking at, just right here. I can't see on the other side over there as the light's not on. Let's see. I got a Fender Strat on the wall at Ibanez. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just right here on this side. Then there's my Flying V. That's 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think that's what I'm counting, 24. So I guess I'm right there with Johnny. On around the amount. But yeah, man, it's just, I got some guitars that I paid, $250 for. I got a guitar over here that I paid like $125 for off eBay. It came with this little amp. It's like a Carolina blue color Stratocaster. That thing plays great, man. Now, ain't that something? It has no sharp fret edges. It has, I mean, nothing's wrong with it. And then I pay all that money for a JS 100 Ibanez. You know, it's got Joe Satriani's name on it. I get it in the mail, and it's got sharp fret edges, and the pickups are really weak. Ain't that something? That's just a shame. It's just a shame, man. Let's see. Daniel Hall, I only have one. You only have one guitar? Wow, let's see. Rick Smith, how many guitars you got, man? You in the house? How many you got? Let's do a count here. Center. Oh, there goes my dog. Hang on a second. And my dog. So we got three little dogs in there. And my one dog, she has like some kind of, I thought she's having like seizures or something for a while, but she just has like these fits where she just starts howling for no reason. So that's what, if you heard that, that's what that was, and I'm sorry. Let's see. Danielle says he only has one. Center says, must be a lot of guitars, Joe, if you don't know off the top of your head. Center has 6 guitars. Daniel Hall says he wants an EVH and that's all. Adam Scheinberg says he has 3. You do, Adam? I thought you had 2. Okay, cool, man. Daniel says, yes, sir, just one guitar. Wish I was lying, but this is true. Okay, cool, man. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's just like for me, I'm done with guitar. I mean, really, I mean, number one, I have no room. I mean, I have no room to begin with. I got guitars over there stacked on cases, you know, like 5 or 6 of them in the thing over there, and I got them in the corner over here behind the amp. You know, one hanging on the wall, gig bags everywhere.
Sounds pretty cozy in there.
It is. It is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man.
Hey.
What's up, Johnny? How you doing?
Are you live? Am I actually
sir,
talking to you right now? What's going on, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Just sitting here talking about guitars and talking about the weather, and was hoping that you were doing okay, because I was reading about California's supposed to get the worst of things today, according to the Weather Channel information on my smartphone.
Oh man, they forgot to tell us. No, actually, it's beautiful outside today. It's sunny. It's awesome, except that we've got power, but we have no water.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
You know, if I was to say I haven't showered in 3 days, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good thing this is just audio, you know.
Oh yeah, man, just audio on the and thank you for jumping in, Johnny. Everybody's saying hello to Johnny in the chat.
Hey.
I got I was asking people how many guitars they had and everything. We got, so far, I believe we got Center, Daniel Hall, Adam, Rick Smith, Michael Bishop's in the house. I think that's what we got for right now. If I'm missing anybody, please forgive me. I was asking how many guitars people had and what they had. Adam said he had 3 guitars. Daniel Hall says, yes, 1 guitar. Michael Bishop says, hello, Joe and all. I have 3 guitars. Very cool, Mr. Bishop. Adam says 1 Japanese custom Strat circa 1987, 1 Fender steel string, Gemini, and an EVH Wolfgang Standard. Very cool, Adam. I remember seeing that Strat, the Strat. I remember you showing me that on a video. Rick Smith says he has 2 Epiphone Les Paul, and the EVH is the other. That is cool, man.
Hey, okay, I got the chat box going on. Hey, okay. Hey, Adam. Hey, Daniel. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
How long you been on here? You've been on here for like half an hour?
Maybe that long. maybe. You know.
Is everybody awake?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Everybody's awake. Yeah. Yeah. And I have to confess to you, Johnny. You know, we were doing that last night with your live show last night, which was amazing, by the way. And
was it? I have no memory of last night at all. I don't.
You know, when
Like
you were doing the and my wife, I was on the way home from work when I was listening to you, and then the thing about Hooters came up, you know, and all that stuff, and I was texting that on the way home, and I was listening to you, and my wife was here at home, and I was like, uh-oh, and then I got home, and I got home and I walked in, and right when I walked in, I was while getting ready to walk in, whatever, I text you. I said, I'm getting ready. I just got home, getting ready to face the fire like that. And you said, uh-oh, like that. And I walked in, and my wife was sitting on the bed. Man, she was laughing. She goes, we gotta get Johnny one time like that. I said, okay. And she put on there, I locked him out. And I put, hey, open the door. and 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 my wife, she was laughing. She said, we can't do Johnny like that. She goes, we need to let him know we're just playing. And I said, he ain't gonna care. I said, but I'll try to get him on today and tell him that, you know, that last couple minutes we were just playing, but all the stuff before that was for real because I was driving down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You
know, you were on your way home from Hooters, weren't you?
No, no, I'm afraid not. Oh, that's funny, man. Lord of mercy. Well, that was amazing.
That was crazy. Okay, I remember that now. I remember this.
Yeah, it was.
I've been so exhausted, man. You know,
I bet you have.
When you have power, you don't have the power was out here for basically 2 days. You know, right. The power was out for like 24 hours, and then it came back on for, I don't know, 12 hours, and then went off again for another 18 hours or something.
Yeah, so it went off on you while you and Dave were doing the show, correct?
On Monday, yeah.
Monday, yeah.
It actually, it went out. Everything was just gone, you know. And luckily, or somehow, these videos they continue to go because I run the video from here. Like Correct. You're like this, you're running this from there.
Correct.
So it's I guess it's cool that it continues to run even when the guy that's running it, you know, his power shuts off or whatever. But it just goes for a little while and then stops.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened. That's why Dave was able to stay on there.
My goodness, man.
And then by the time I was going to try to jump back in using my phone, you know, using the Hangouts app, it had ended already.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, it's over. It ended, you know.
My gosh, man.
Yeah. Power went out Monday. It was out till what was yesterday? What's today? I don't even know.
Today is Wednesday.
When you have no power, all your clocks turn off. You have no idea what day it is.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
Today's Wednesday. Okay, yeah. So the power was out till yesterday about 2 in the afternoon. It came back on about 2 o'clock, and then was on the rest of the day, and everything was fine, you know. And then we had a laugh last night. You know? Apparently, last night was hilarious. People keep commenting.
Yeah, it was. It was funny, man. It was really good.
and then I wake up this morning, and there's power, but there's no water.
Right.
Water's gone, and I don't know when that's going to come back. Apparently.
Oh my gosh, man! Now, is there any flooding or anything, Johnny, where you're at, or
where I am? No.
Okay.
No. Luckily, where I am, I'm high. I'm super high right now. No, I'm high up enough where no, I'm fine as far as that. You know.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good.
Although there's all kinds of mudslides though.
Oh man, yeah. God,
the Highway 17 that connects Santa Cruz to San Jose to the Bay Area.
Right.
That's a total nightmare, man.
Oh my God.
One lane here and there. I went up for rehearsal on Sunday, and I said this the other day. A stretch that would have taken me 10 minutes at the most took me an hour and a half.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. And I have to go back up there this Sunday. I've got a show. The actual show I'm playing up in Oakland is this Sunday, and I'm gonna have to leave like several hours early.
Yeah, at least 3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, at least. I have to get there. I think the doors open like 3 or 4 o'clock or something. So I'm gonna have to leave here. I don't know, 10 in the morning.
Good gracious alive, Johnny.
Just to make sure I get there, and then the place, you know, where I'm going, it's 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 the city. It's Oakland, so
Mm-hmm.
parking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the greatest of neighborhoods,
Mm-hmm.
So once I
Absolutely.
get there, I have to deal with city life, which I don't deal with out here. Out here, it's not like that at all. But when you
Right.
get up there, um, and yeah, and then play, and yeah, I still have to rehearse,
Right.
myself.
Right. Right.
I still have to work on the songs my own. The power's been out. Haven't been able to do some of that stuff. So
Wow, man. Golly. Well,
yeah,
hopefully everything gets straightened out really quick, man, because we all been thinking about you being out there and all that stuff. Just be glad you're in an area where you don't have to worry about flooding or any kind of damage or anything to your property or your cars
yeah.
like
Well,
that.
I mean, there are trees. We actually we had a major windstorm when this first started earlier this week or this weekend or whatever.
Hmm.
And yeah, it was kind of scary. One of these trees actually could come down and do some damage. So,
Oh God Almighty.
or a chicken could blow away or something.
Oh
you
Lord.
know.
Oh.
Um,
Speaking of chicken, man, Adam says that he had the naked chicken chalupa on Monday. He wants to know if you're getting one today, Johnny.
I keep threatening. I keep threatening. Like I said, I think I said this last night. I go to bed every night thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna go get one of those tomorrow." And then the next day, I drive by there and I'm like, "Hell no!" I'm
Really?
like, I'm like, I don't know. Is it good?
Um, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's not nothing, you know, like wow. It's okay. It's small. It's small. And Center said he had one on Monday. Rick Smith says, Joe, my daughter got the naked chalupa, and I told her about your review. She liked it. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rick. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's okay for what it is, Johnny. You can either get it by itself or you can get it in like what they call this big box combo, which really the only thing big about it is the box. I mean, the three things that come in it are not big; they're small. And I got that. I think it was a naked chicken chalupa, a Doritos taco, and a soft taco. That's what comes in that the big box combo. I think that's what comes in there. And then I said, man, that ain't gonna be enough. So I got a Nacho Bel Grande to go along with it. And so I was like sitting in the parking lot filming this stuff, eating it, and
Mhm.
it was okay. And there you go. Adam says he gives the chalupa a B plus. Center says tasted like chicken patty with sauce and veggies on it. Yeah, it's yeah, it's
That's
it's
what I hear.
it's
That's
okay. I mean, it's not.
they make
Oh,
it look like it's amazing, and
well,
well, of course
that's
they
any
do.
kind of advertising is going to do that. But
Um, but even I've watched a lot of because I don't watch regular TV. I've said this a million times.
right,
I
yeah, we
watch
don't either.
YouTube.
Yes,
I
that's
watch YouTube shows.
right.
So I've seen a lot of the YouTubers
Mm-hmm.
that I follow. I've seen a lot of them have actually done a review of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've seen it, and yeah, they make it look like it's great, and who doesn't like chicken? Fried
Oh
chicken.
yeah.
Who doesn't like fried chicken?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Amazing.
mean, it's for what it is. It's okay. It's just it's kind of to me, it's kind of different. For Taco Bell, I was kind of like, man, that's different. But it's okay. Would it be something that I would get all the time? No, I might get
Hmm.
it once in a while, but that's just me. I mean,
I,
everybody's different. You know.
I heard it's almost like a chicken, almost like a chicken nugget. It's
Yeah.
like it's like an oversized chicken nugget
It.
with
Yeah.
vegetables
Yeah. All it is just
with
lettuce
lettuce,
and then some diced tomatoes on the inside. That's pretty much it.
and then it has that what is it? What's the sauce? Avocado.
I think it has a little bit of sauce on it. Yeah, very
And it's
little. Mine
spicy,
had very little sauce.
and it's actually spicy too, right?
Uh, it didn't seem like it to me. It
Or
didn't
is there
seem
a
like it.
spicy version?
There might be. Mine didn't seem spicy at all. Mine was just regular, and
Hmm.
because it didn't have no.
See, now I'm getting hungry.
He said, Center says it isn't EVH amazing. It's more like Richie Sambora. It's okay. Richie Sambora and his
Yeah.
girlfriend Orianthi. My goodness, old enough to be his daddy. Her daddy. Let's see. Let's see. Daniel Hall, center. Haha, too funny. Adam says it was spicier than he expected. I don't remember mine being spicy. Maybe I just got a dud. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I was thinking about Hooters too much. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh, good gracious alive. You ought to try one, Johnny. Just just one time. Just try it once, man. Is it are you just scared to get it? Are you scared you're not gonna like it? Or are you just I mean, what's your what's holding you back?
Well, I mean, I used to eat Taco Bell all the time.
Correct.
And basically I stopped.
Oh, okay.
You know, because my doctor's like, stay away from, don't eat that so much,
Right.
Because it's fast food.
It's fast
or
food.
whatever,
Right. Yeah, it's not
So
the best thing in the world for you. Yeah.
so I've peer pressure, yeah. 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 Well, I mean, I'm not. It's not that I'm super scared of it. But is it worse? Is it worse? Is it worth the $3?
Yes.
I keep hearing it's too small.
It is small. It's small. It's like when I did my review, I held it up and then I put my hand in front of it and kind of lowered my hand real slow to show you the size. That my hand is bigger than that chalupa. So $3. Yeah, I guess you just have to try it, Johnny. And be your own. Be your own judge on that. But
because for the $3, I could go next door to Starbucks and get my Trenta. Iced tea,
Oh well, yeah, that's just something to drink. I mean, you need something to eat. Let's see.
Oh, I went all day yesterday just on one of those.
Oh, Johnny, Johnny, you don't need to be fasting, man. You're skinny enough. Come on, dude. You need to eat something, man.
I didn't eat until I had Chipotle last night.
Oh God, you starve yourself all day long. Let's see here.
Actually, I just had a little bowl of cereal just now.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Center says his was mildly spicy. Okay, someone send Johnny a naked chicken. Oh, Adam says he might get the. Actually, it's called the Grand Mac, not Grande, but it's the Grand Mac today. I thought that was pretty good. My review of that was good. I liked it. I mean, and my friends that I've talked to in the past said that was the size of the Big Mac, the way it used to be back in the day. Of course, I don't remember because I never got a Big Mac that much when I was younger.
Yeah, I think we said this last night. Yeah, fast food used to be a lot bigger.
It was. It was. Yeah.
I remember.
I remember when the economy crashed, and what was that 2007, 2008, and everything just went small. I mean, the portion size and everything. I mean, as far as food, you know what I'm saying? All right, Johnny, come on now. Good gracious alive. You done got enough trouble, man. Good gracious.
Oh. Well, Dave said he had something small and round.
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, oh no. Oh, Lord of mercy. I'll be hearing a.
Oh my goodness! But no, I remember in high school, I would go to McDonald's, of course, and I'd get the quarter pounder with cheese. The thing was huge.
Oh yes, it would take, man.
You had to hold that thing with two hands.
Yes, sir.
Now
absolutely.
You get one of those things. They're tiny.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Not that I've gotten one, but
Right.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, see if Nesdal will have lunch with you. Go wake him up. He's probably sleeping actually. Yeah. Go over there.
Center, what are you talking about? The porn industry must have been hurting.
Oh, because everything went small.
Yeah. I wouldn't know about that, but hey, Johnny might. He's out there in California. He would know better than me, but
that's all down in Van Nuys is where that is.
Oh. Okay.
It's just regular looking neighborhoods. It looks like suburbia. But what's going on in all those houses?
Man, good gracious! You talk about
Ooh. Yeah, I only know this because I guess because I know, you know. No, actually, this band that I was in, we were we
You're
were half
crazy, Johnny.
we were half based out there, you know. So I would stay at a house down there in Van Nuys. My drummer lived in a house down there, and not that it has anything to do with any of that. I'm just saying I just happen to know that's the area where all that stuff takes place.
Right.
You know, where like the pizza guy shows up, and yeah, it all happens in those houses down in Van Nuys. That's exactly where all this stuff happens.
Right.
So, and any pizza guys, if you're rolling down the street in Van Nuys and you see a pizza guy going up to a house, that's part of it. That's part of a film. Okay.
Oh my gosh, man, crazy.
Because you see, they open the door and you see a camera right in there. You know. And the pizzas in those movies, they're way too big, oversized,
supersized.
You know. Actually, no, they make the pizzas smaller to make something else bigger.
God Almighty, Johnny. Oh Lord of mercy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know.
Daniel Hall says this talk just took a turn. Center said this is why I don't do live shows. I would be banned from YouTube.
Well, man. I mean, you can talk about whatever you want, I guess, on YouTube, but you know, but it's entertainment. That's all this is.
That's right.
We're just entertaining you guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you're laughing, that's the whole reason I do any of this stuff, is to make people laugh. That's right. That's the whole reason.
Absolutely, man. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah, they did, man. I remember that after the economy crash, man. All the food got smaller, the portions, and then it's like, and they raised prices of stuff really quick. And I was like, man, wait a minute. And you'd order something, and I was like, this ain't what it used to be, and then it would taste different. I remember that. I was like, something's going on here. And then, everybody was going to cheaper ingredients with their, ordering their food off the truck and all that stuff, going to cheaper stuff. There was a restaurant that a couple of towns over, it's an Italian restaurant, has a big reputation of being really, really good, and it's called Capri's. And I remember years ago, man, a long time ago, I was in my first marriage. We would go there sometimes quite a bit on the weekends, and the lasagna was really good, and they had these nice cheese stick, mozzarella cheese sticks, and their salads were really good. And then, so I took my wife to that place down here in Easley. She'd never been there, and I said, man, let's try it. It's really good. And we went in there, and it was not good. And I was like, I don't remember this being like this. It used to be really, really good. And a buddy of mine that I work with, he went to one in where he lives in his area. And he said it used to be like that too. And they went back to their, where they used to order their food, so everything's back the way it used to be as far as quality of the food and stuff like that, because they were losing business. And that place has been around for a long time. The few locations that are around, and they went back to ordering, I was like, yeah, they had to do something. And so my buddy I work with, he says, yeah, it's like it used to be, man. And it don't, because I ordered lasagna and cheese sticks, and the cheese sticks were like really small, like you would see like out of your grocer's freezer section, something you would, put in the oven or a microwave or something. And he said, now everything is back the way it was now. But my wife won't go back. She said, I'm not going back over there. So that one experience, I should say, just, it ruined it. She's, so I see there, I was like, man, golly. So she won't go back. So she ain't going back. I can't go back, so I'm not going to go by myself. So
that's what sucks about having, a favorite, restaurant or whatever. And all of a sudden it just changes, and it's not the same. And if it's a one of a kind place, it's a shame, because you can't get that food again or whatever,
right.
Whatever it is that you really liked, and yeah, there's been places that we would go like all the time, and all of a sudden it just, somebody else buys the place, or they change something and it's not the same, and you just end up,
It's strange, isn't it? Sometimes how things change like that. I can remember. I mean, seriously, Johnny. I mean, you might remember this too, and then again, you might not. But I remember when I was a kid, the best pizza to have uh, for the selection that we had in my area when I grew up in Charlotte. The best pizza then was Pizza Hut. Man, that pizza was amazing. And then as I got older, it's still okay, but it's not as good as it used to be.
That's what I heard. I heard it's just horrible now.
It is not. It's okay. I know the
Uh,
kids. I'm sure the kids love it. The grandkids and all that. They love it. But when I eat it, I'm like, man, that pizza. That's not what it used to be like. It used to be really good, and it's just
well, maybe
it's.
it was just well, you just said that right there though. You said the kids, still like it. When you were a
Mhm.
kid, you liked it, and
Yeah,
then
but I
you got
remember it
older,
tasted.
and
It tasted fantastic because I remember we didn't go there much. It was just once in a blue moon, and my mom, if my dad was working late, because he worked for the power company, and if he was working and call out or whatever, and he had to
hmm
work, my mom would say, well, "Come on, we'll go to Pizza Hut," and I was like, "Pizza Hut," and that was like a big treat. And we get a pizza, medium pizza, thin crust or whatever, and it was always amazing. And then as I got older, I was like, "Man, I ain't had Pizza Hut in a while," and I get it, and I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "What happened here? Who dropped the ball on this?"
yeah, yeah. Actually, I
Mm.
haven't. The last time I was actually in a Pizza Hut restaurant
Hmm.
was probably like 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember
Good
when I was
God.
a kid, I remember you'd go to the restaurants and remember they all looked the same, right? It was the
Mm-hmm.
outside, it had that unique, that the roof to it,
Yeah, that
the red,
that red roof. Yeah. Hmm.
and you go in and they had those huge red cups.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes. Yes, sir. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So I remember when I was a kid, you'd go in there and it was, I mean, it was cool. It was cool, but I think the last time I had Pizza Hut, I think was it. I'm thinking maybe I ordered like delivery,
Hmm.
like they brought it out to the house. This is when I lived in Piedmont, California, which is just like it's like the Oakland Hills, I guess. We lived
Hmm.
in a place for like a month. Um, and I'm thinking late one night, I'm thinking I called and had delivery and they brought it out and I think I had it. Although I don't know if that was pizza. I don't know. I'm not sure what that was, but I do remember the last time that I can remember actually having Pizza Hut, and that was from a Target. You go into Target stores and they sell Pizza Hut in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so this
Yeah.
was in Richmond, California. I remember getting a Pizza Hut and then getting it and just eating it in the car, and I don't remember it being good or bad. I I mean this was a long time.
Right.
This was probably I don't know. This is probably like 10 years ago.
Right.
So
I notice now that on your Instagram and Facebook, a lot of times now, if it has to do with pizza, I notice you're making like a veggie pizza and stuff. And do y'all make those at your house? I mean, do you just
Oh,
do you just buy the crust and all that, or do you like actually press the dough out and make it, or how are you doing all that?
no. Oh, yeah, you're talking about let me open up my Instagram actually. Let me look. I actually tried doing that Instagram update today. I don't know if it worked. Did you see there's a new update where you can like add like 10 photos to one post?
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you if you update your Instagram, um I think you have to go to settings and or go to the App Store and there's an update. Supposedly you can add like there's an Instagram post on it. Just go to Instagram's own Instagram and you'll see a post. But anyway, let me look. Okay, here's the photo of that pizza. This was 4 days ago.
Right.
This is before the power went out or afterwards.
Right.
Enjoying some veggie pizza, I said. Yeah, that pizza. That was the crust I bought frozen at Trader Joe's.
Hmm.
It was just the crust by itself,
Right.
and then basically I just made the pizza myself from there. With the cheese and what's on there. Looks like olives and red the red bell peppers and artichoke hearts.
So what I'm getting at, the whole point of why I'm asking you this is because you would rather make your own pizza than go somewhere and get it, like
Uh, n-
Domino's or Little Caesars or Pizza Hut or wherever. So I mean,
well,
I'm just asking. I mean, I'm just curious.
as far as those three choices you just named, yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, I haven't had Donimo's. I call it Donimo's. I haven't had Pizza Hut. I haven't had Little Caesars. I haven't had any of that for years.
Oh, okay.
Years and
Okay.
years and years. Um, what's the other? There's all kinds of those places. But my wife doesn't want me eating that stuff.
Okay.
You know,
I understand.
um, I mean, it's good. It's good stuff. But so that kind of takes us back to that naked chicken chalupa.
Right.
She'd kill me if she's like, "You went to Taco Bell?"
Well, don't tell her, Johnny. I mean, we're not going to tell her. We don't
Yeah.
even know her. We don't even talk to her. We're not going to say nothing.
Yeah, everybody. Shh.
Yeah, shh, don't say nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that chicken chalupa now. Um,
Yeah, just get it
but
once, man, just to try it, and that way you'll know. That way
well,
you'll know.
that's the problem because if I get it, I would
Oh,
have to post a review. I would have to do some sort of a
oh,
video, and of
uh-oh,
course she would see that, and she'd be
uh-oh,
like, "Wait a minute,"
uh-oh.
you know.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, well, because I used to do a lot of food. I used to do a bunch of food reviews.
Oh, you did? I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's the thing.
Oh.
If you guys want YouTube, if you guys want views, do a food review on something brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many views did your chalupa video get?
I don't know, Johnny. Right off the top of my head, I honestly, I really don't know right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe 1,000. I don't know.
Well, there you go. Yeah. If you guys listening to this, if you guys don't make videos, if you want to start making videos, do food reviews.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
best
true.
way to jump
That's true.
in
That's true.
and get your channel rolling.
That's true.
You know? And on my channel, which is just Johnny Bean, I do all kinds of stuff, and it's just kind of recently that I started doing the 3 days a week live thing,
Mm-hmm.
talking about guitars, EVH gear stuff. But for years before that, I've done all kinds. I've got thousands of well, I don't know how many videos I have, but I've got so many videos. I'm sure a lot of you guys have never even seen. If you just search my channel,
Mm-hmm.
search my channel, you'll find all kinds of stuff. But no, I've done food reviews. I've done all kinds of stuff like that. And that's the thing, if I was to get that, I would probably, I would get it to do a review is what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Well, you better stay away from it then.
Yeah. But anyway, as far as pizza though, no. I mean, lately, the pizza, I've been eating, like Trader Joe's, like pizza, like their frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
But lately, maybe it's the same, like what you're talking about. The pizzas, they're not as good anymore.
Right.
They have
Yeah,
this one particular pizza there that I would get. It's what does it have? I forget. There's the 3 cheese one, there's the mini ones, the small ones. They're not as good,
Right.
So we just we made our own pizza the other day, and that's what that photo is. But there actually is there's my favorite pizza. Two of my favorite pizza places out here. If any of you guys ever get out here to San Francisco area, actually, there's more than that. I'll tell you guys my favorite pizza places. There's a place. My number one favorite pizza place is called R&L.
Mm-hmm.
R&L Pizza on Shattuck Avenue in Berkeley, California. That's the best, Jerry. The best. New York. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, it's like New York. It's really thin. It's like really thin New York style, and then they also have a Sicilian slice. The square. But R&L. That's my number one favorite pizza place ever. That's in Berkeley, California, and then there's another place which is in Berkeley and Oakland and San Ramon, called Zachary's.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary's Pizza. That place is amazing. That's an actual restaurant. You can go in. Oh, so good. And then on Telegraph Avenue, there's a couple places. There's a place called Blondie's, where you get a slice of pizza, and it's just huge.
Wow.
You want to talk about a huge slice of pizza? Go to Blondie's on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley, California, or go across the street to Fat Slice on Telegraph. And it's basically it's two different places. It's almost basically the same pizza.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're amazing. And then there's a place called Escape from New York on Haight Street in San Francisco.
Right.
That place is great. Yeah, there's so many great places. I mean, so if I was to get a slice of pizza, I'd go to any of those places before I would go to a Pizza Hut or a Donimo's or a Little Caesars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just different.
Right. You've expanded your horizons on the choices of pizza.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I've been eating R&L pizza in Berkeley for 20 years.
Right.
It's just it's a little hole in the wall place.
Center says he
You
used
know?
to love Trader Joe's pizza. I've never
Yeah,
had it.
the
Never had
Trader
it.
Joe's pizza it used to be a little better. I mean, it's all frozen. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
all Trader Joe's food is a lot of it is frozen food. Yeah, their food used to be better too. It's not as good anymore.
Ah, there you go.
I don't really dig Trader Joe's as much as I used to.
Huh.
Do you have Trader Joe's out there?
I want to say we do because I think I've heard a commercial or something on the radio or TV or something, but I've never been there. I didn't even know what Trader Joe's was, to tell you the truth. I didn't know if it was a grocery store or something like a Tractor Supply. I had no idea what it was.
No, that's Trailer Joe's.
Yeah, that's Trader Joe's. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a grocery store. It's a grocery store, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
And usually the commercial, if you hear a commercial on the radio, usually it's like the owner of Trader Joe's. It's like, "Hi, I'm so and so from Trader Joe's." That's usually how it starts. It's just a guy talking about,
Oh, okay.
come on in, for this and that, and
Right.
But yeah, no, out here we've got Trader Joe's, we've got Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We have Safeway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We used to have Lucky's. These are all grocery stores. What else? I don't know. Actually, there is a pretty good pizza place actually out in Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it's called, but a friend of ours that travels a lot, Nick. Do you know Nick?
Not right offhand.
He's any of you guys know what I'm talking about? He's actually joined us in some of these hangouts here and there a long time ago, and he actually travels everywhere. If you guys see him, you'll know him. He's all over Facebook, but he actually came out here to visit, and we actually met up at a pizza place in Santa Cruz, which was it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Nick Haynes.
Oh, okay.
Some of you guys might recognize him.
Huh.
Or blocked him. I don't know.
Oh, God almighty.
That's the thing about Facebook, is everybody will have mutual friends, but then you realize, a lot of them don't like each other.
Yeah.
So and so blocks so and so hates the other guys.
Oh yeah.
You find out about this stuff.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And everybody tells me about it,
Yeah. Yeah. You're stuck in the middle.
I get two different IMs pop up. It's two guys telling me how much they hate each other.
Oh.
And they're both telling me at the same time.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh, cool, man.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. All right, I'm going to Trader Joe's.
There's so much Facebook drama. You guys don't even. Well, I'm sure you guys do know, but
oh yeah, we know.
It's all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh man, and it gets so just out of control, man. Just blown up way out of proportion. It's just crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, guys, it's Facebook. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's because people are on there all the time, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
People are always there, and so if you're always there, you end up. People get into disagreements and whatever. But I mean, that's how it is with all this stuff. Facebook, YouTube. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
YouTube drama.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
I get dragged into this stuff, and I want no part of it.
I don't either.
But so that sometimes you just have to turn the computer off and go outside and
absolutely
walk over to Pizza Hut
or Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
But Pizza Hut, they don't even have restaurants anymore, do they?
There's one down the road from us. I mean, yes, most of them now are kind of
like they used to be.
Yeah. There's one down the road from us that's it's a restaurant, but it's not as big. It's kind of it's kind of like half the size of what it used to be. But the rest of them in the surrounding area is just kind of a walk-in, place your order, and take it home kind of deal. You know?
Yeah. That's how they all are here too.
And but there is one down the street from here. Not I don't know, probably about 20 minutes. Across from a shopping strip center. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got we went in there and got some pizza to go. It's been a long time. I have got some pizza to go and brought it home, and they had a few booths in there, but it wasn't many. I was like, man, golly. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, stuff like that has really, just in my opinion, has really went downhill. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I really don't. But that stuff has really went downhill. Did you know that? Before I get off here, I'm gonna ask you, Johnny, and ask everybody else. We were talking about Taco Bell and stuff like that, KFC, stuff like that. Do you know who owns Taco Bell and KFC?
I don't know. Is it Yum?
No,
Is that it?
no, sir.
Is it Colonel Sanders himself? I heard who said that? I heard he's not even from Kentucky.
I've
Who
heard that
who
too.
who was talking about that? Somebody was saying that Colonel Sanders wasn't even from Taco Bell, from Kentucky. He was from somewhere else, and
Yeah, I think he was from somewhere else. Yeah,
he just called it.
I'm not sure, but I think you're correct. But Adam, you are correct. Pepsi owns KFC, Taco Bell, Frito Lay. The one reason I know that is when I used to deliver to Walmart's, deliver milk there, and the Frito Lay guy would be in the dock door, and you're like, oh god, I gotta wait for Frito Lay to get done before he pulls his truck out of the dock so I can back in there and unload my stuff. And
Mhm.
I'd go in there and say, hey man, can you move your truck? Because he'd already be unloaded. He'd just be out on the floor putting his chips on the shelf and on the store floor, out there, and he'd have to go out there and move his truck. And but he would, if I was there while he was getting checked in, I would see his bills laying there on the receiver's desk, and it would say PepsiCo. And I said, PepsiCo. I said, his bills used to not say that. It used to say Frito Lay. And I asked one of the guys, I said, did Pepsi buy y'all out? And he goes, oh yeah, Pepsi bought us out, and Taco Bell and KFC and quite a few other things too. I said, wow, I didn't know that. So Pepsi owns all that stuff, man.
Hmm.
Sure do.
Man, well, I always like Pepsi better anyway.
My wife lives off of Pepsi, man. If she don't have
Oh
her Pepsi, you better run for the hills, buddy. That's all I can tell you.
man, no, I'm
I'm
just
out of
kidding. I
Pepsi.
mean,
Oh,
yeah, I haven't had Pepsi in years, but I was drinking cherry Coke for a little while. There was a
yeah.
little before I discovered Starbucks big time. I used to get cherry Coke.
Yes, Adam, you did. He wants to
You
know if
want
he wanted Joe Wentz project pick. There you go.
I've
Oh,
got
Lord.
one sitting right here.
There you go. You should have two, three, or four.
Yeah, yeah. I use them.
Ooh.
I use
Oh,
them.
good. I'm glad, man. Thank you. I'm glad. That's very awesome. I have to wrap up, folks. It's after 1 o'clock, and I have to get ready to head to work. And Johnny, I want to thank you for jumping in, man. I really appreciate it. It was really fun.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so
man.
much.
Yeah, thanks
That's,
for having me, man. Yeah, I saw the I got your message.
yeah,
Um and yeah, it's cool. I jumped on and saw that you were still on, so
yeah. Thank you very
so
much, man. I'm glad everything's okay with you right now, and I hope the water comes back on soon, and y'all
yeah.
can take
It's
care of business and do what you need to do.
it's awful. At least the power is here, you know.
Yeah,
At least the
that's
power is
true.
on and I'm able to sit here and do this and do some other things that I have to. There's so many things that I have to get caught up with because of
Oh,
the
I can
power
imagine.
situation, you
Oh,
know.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So, okay, everybody,
Yeah.
thank you for joining. This is also going to be my daily vlog today as well. And if you look at the title, it says live podcast, 2 for 1 kind of deal. And go ahead and get it knocked out today, because I gotta get to work, and I gotta find me something to eat real quick. I guess on the way to work, I guess another drive-through will be hit upon as I go to work. I guess I
Get
don't
the
know.
chalupa.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. So thank you everybody for jumping in. Let me see if I can do a couple of shout outs real quick. Make sure I get everybody. Daniel Hall, Adam Scheinberg, Center, Rick Smith. Let's see. Let me see who else. There was somebody else.
Daniel.
Daniel, yes, Daniel. And I want to say Michael Bishop as well. Thank you, Michael. There you go. And thank you, everybody, for listening. I really appreciate it. And to you, Johnny, thank you very much, man. I hope you have a blessed day, man. Be safe out there.
Yeah, thank you, man. And yeah, I think if today's Wednesday, I think I'm going live tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern.
That's right. Wolfgang Wednesday. Absolutely.
Wolfgang Wednesday, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Don't forget we have Taylorcaster Tuesdays and Taylorcaster Thursdays. And then where's Rob Friday? Or Ron?
Where is
Whatever.
he?
Yeah.
Did you fire him as well?
No, I know. No, no. Yes, Adam. Thank you. If you like this, and as Johnny says, please give it a thumbs up if you can. I'd appreciate it. It helps everything out. It helps people kind of come across this a little bit better. So thank you, everybody, for listening. I got to split, man. I got to go. And everybody have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye.